Well, hello everyone, I'm Yanni from BU4U Gaming, and today we are back in Animallica, and I just wanted to quickly see if there's anything out here that we might be able to grab. I don't think so, but you never know if they have added something, right? So, nope, I'm not seeing anything. Nope. Okay, so let's just sneak back over this way. There we go. And I just moved the sticks and the metal shards back into my inventory because those are actually the ones we need to make some arrows. And of course we need more feathers. I might buy some in Cobs Harbour though. We do have 195 gold. So I think that might be what we're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna head off to Cobs Harbour. Let's just do it. Guys. So let's see. With its location kept secret, Cobs Harbour is the main trading hub in the game. Composed of gently rolling hills and flat valleys, Cobs Harbour contains numerous animal types and rich resources. Indeed it does. And of course it also has the traders, which is very, very important. There we go. Okay, it is daytime. There is one thing to be aware of in the game, that it might be one time when you leave with a balloon in one biome, and then when you arrive in the other one, it might be a different time of the day. It kind of just illustrates that the different biomes are not on the same, time. It's not the same time zone. It's kind of like traveling around the world, right? So if you take a balloon from one place to the other, it's not going to be the same time as when you left. So it might suddenly be nighttime when you arrive, even though it was morning when we left Slice Land. But just in case you wonder about it, that suddenly it's like dark when you, or the other way around, it's suddenly light when you arrive compared to being the opposite where you left. That is just how it's intended to be. So we got some shotgun shells. Let's see what we have up here. We have a toolset tree. The good thing for me about going here now is that I should also get a toolset 2 while we are here. I could buy one, but I'm fairly certain I can find one when we are looting a little bit of this place while checking out traders, and that means I'll be able to build my basic workshop. But as you can see, it is a very apt name. So we have Welcome to Cobs Harbour. Yeah, so look at these guys. Oh dear. And we have a little note over here. They left a negative review. Oh my. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Not good. Not good at all. Nope. Okay, so we also have this very creepy tree over here. Look at this. I am not even gonna wonder what happened to this tree, but it is very creepy. I really don't like that tree. Okay, well, anyway, we also have these guys. You can't interact with them or anything. They're not gonna shoot you, even if you shoot at them first. But they do have some guards here outside the town. But we are just gonna hop right up here on the sign, and then we're gonna grab this, and here we go. Toolset 2, like I said. It is right there if you need a toolset 2 for building your workbench. You can find them in other places, of course. There's enough to find in the world for what you need to craft. You'll even have some extra ones, or you can buy them right. I think it's from this guy, but otherwise there's one right up there. Yep, so that was a good reason for going here. And of course that's the advantage of having played this game before. There's also an extra sledgehammer here. Otherwise you mainly get them from some of the enemies. The ones that carry a sledgehammer have a chance of dropping one. You can also, there are a couple of other places I think that you can find one in loot, but this is a guaranteed one. There's always a sledgehammer there, so just a little help there. Ooh, some bricks. We're definitely gonna need some of those to build some of the first buildings we need to build. Let's see what's up here. Ooh, some fertile soil, definitely want that. Some straw, not that I really need a lot of it, but it's nice to have. So let's just grab it. We cannot grab these, nope. Okay, some hides. There's some new boxes here. Ooh, a coal crate, lovely. So we are just gonna steal everything. Oh man, look at this place. It is a terrible, terrible place, this Cobs Harbour. It is also fairly dangerous. There's quite a lot of enemies in this biome. The main advantage is there's not that much vegetation. As you can see, most of the biome looks like this. There is some vegetation, but there's not a lot of grass, so it's an easy biome to spot animals and enemies in, as well as all the different resources that you can find. It's a lot easier. It's one of the best biomes to go to if you want to grind some resources, because you can get a lot of valuable ones here, and they are pretty easy to spot, especially if you have either a sniper rifle or the crossbow. Then this is a big advantage, as you can see. Ooh, we're definitely gonna want to grab that. You can see a little bit of smoke over there, so that's something we're gonna have to get. How many? I have 13. Okay, so I think we're gonna try and grab this little pouch here. Oh, there we go. Shook my hand there for a second. There are also some chickens here, so we have to be careful not to chase them all off. And a cow, as you see. There's lots of animals right around town here, actually. I think we are gonna make... I think I'm gonna do what I said and buy some feathers. I don't usually buy a lot of them, but we might do it this time. Let's just make another 10 arrows. Trank arrows, so we have them. Definitely want to grab this because it gives us exotic seeds, and then we got some fireweed. Nice. But I kind of wanted to go up to this box up here. Yep, look at that. These boxes are really nice to find, because you'll often, well, you'll get some basic stuff, but you'll often get arrows and things like that, or even a crossbow if you're lucky. So that is quite helpful early on in the game, as you can see. Let's just go over here, and we're gonna grab you, and then we're gonna go and get this, because these are a rare spawn in the game. You'll kind of come across them. You'll learn to spot them when you see that little smoke in the distance. Then it's one of these, and you're definitely gonna want to have some of these. It says it's an ancient weapon imbued with dark power. Definitely hold on to it. Do not sell it, because, as I said, they are rare spawn in the game, and you'll be able to use these to actually make a sort of teleport that you can place down. You cannot remove it again. There's that little, it's called a ritual fire, and you need an alchemy tower to actually make it. But you can place it anywhere you want in a biome. So if I place it down right here, and if I use that, it works the same way as the balloons. But if I use that to go back to, for instance, my base, then the next time I travel to Cobs Harbour, I'll end up at the last teleport I used. So whether or not that would be a ritual fire or it will be the balloon. So it can be quite handy if you have a specific area where you tend to go to collect resources in a biome. Then instead of having to go to the balloon and run right across the biome, you can put down a ritual fire there. So that's what you are gonna need these for. And as I said, you cannot pick the ritual fire back up. You can break it, and you'll get some of the resources back, but not the rusty swords. So that makes them extra rare, right? Just another thing to keep in mind. But as you explore, you will find a lot of these rusty swords. It's just a matter of keeping an eye out for them. But you know, you can easily, some people might easily end up selling them, and yeah, that's just kind of bummer to do. Because it is nice to be able to place down a teleport of your own. The same thing when you're building in, for instance, Slice Land or one of those places. You might not necessarily want to build everything right around the balloon, or maybe you build a huge base, right? Then it's kind of nice to be able to have a teleport in the other end of the base if that's where you spend the most of your time. Then you don't necessarily have to have all your crafting stations right next to the balloon if you have another area that you like more in that specific biome. Let's make sure to drink. Oh no, I wasted an arrow. That's not good. Yeah. Okay, so we have a little cow down here. Let's wait with you, because you're probably gonna run into town, and I kind of want to try and get some of these chickens. I don't want to come, you know, darting right through town. There's a lot of white flowers today. Let's see, that's usually some here somewhere. Yes, they will usually run off. Last time I seem to recall they didn't run off that much. in my previous series, but sometimes they do. See, I can hear them. But right now I can't see any. Oh, there's one right over there. 2 actually. That was 1. A brown one. And that should be a mottled one. There are more, I believe, though. Let's see. Sometimes they're kind of in the grass and then they're really, really, really hard to spot. Because they're so tiny. Pretty sure. Trying to see if anything runs off. But no. Pretty sure that used to... Yep, there's one right over there. Okay, got another one. Nice. Okay, so now we got 3 chickens. Lovely. Are there more? We also have a rideable horse here that you can use in this biome. I feel like I can still hear a chicken. So this would be Penny. Nope, I'm not seeing any. Okay, well, let's get on with this. Cool, we are gonna do some more hoarding in here. Let's just have a little look over here. Nope, no chickens. Nope, okay. Well, let's go in here. We are gonna break these. Just like so. Actually, I'm kind of thinking, is there a task related to this? I feel like there used to be. We have definitely gotten some new ones. So we travel to Cobs Harbour, acquire rare plants, and acquire rare animals. I feel like there used to be one related to what I'm going for right here. But okay, Captain Jackson told me that there was some kind of gardener in that Cobs town selling all kinds of rare plants. Lots of plant species are almost extinct because of the massive flood, so it'll be a good idea to acquire some flora for your settlement. I suggest getting a rainbow gum and a Monterey cypress. They're both gorgeous trees, so to actually complete this you have to buy these 2 things and place them down at your base, and that will complete this. And then there's this one. Jackson just mentioned that a man in Cobs Harbour was selling several animal species. From what I hear, he does not keep them in the best condition, so you should try buying them. I do not know how expensive they are, but you should be able to afford a puppy for now. Buy a dachshund dog, and if I remember correctly, we need sausages or something to buy this. I think I'm just gonna wait a moment with going in here because someone mentioned something in the Discord last week, I think, about a certain task being bugged, and it's related to something that we can get in this building here, but I don't have that task yet. So let's just see if we can trigger it. We might have to talk to some of the traders to actually trigger it. Okay, let's see if we can get you. There we go. Nice. So we got ourselves another cow. Cool. Okay. No more chickies. No. Okay, well, we have lots of buildings to check out. Let's check out the traders. That's actually the main reason I came here, is because I wanted to just quickly show you guys them. But then I get distracted because I really want to, you know, go and hoard some stuff here. There's also this little one. Look at that, we have a little kitty. Yeah, you were added in the last beta update 2 weeks ago, so I remember that being there. Nice, and then we don't want to miss this. Yes, so a T1 settlement agreement. A handsome man looking for beautiful, hot wife. I own a nice house, a cow, and 2 chickens. Ask in town for bald, creepy-eyed Joe. That's quite the offer, right? Caution, biohazard caution, warning, danger zone, high level of risk, wear safety mask before talking to strangers, bring out your dead to the quarantine zone. That would kind of explain why some of the enemies run around with masks on them, I guess. But we did get this, an agreement required to establish a settlement, and you're gonna need a lot of these. There's both T1, T2, and T3 settlement agreements, and we're gonna need these, so definitely hang on to them. Do not sell them. They're only 1 gold, but still, you will need a bunch of these, and it'll take a lot of resources, which would be a lot of these raw food items that I've mentioned, to actually make them. You can find I think maybe 10 or 12 different ones of these in the world when you explore, but you're gonna need a lot more than that if you want to build all the different types of settlements, and that means crafting items so that you can buy these, and that takes a lot of resources, so do hang on to these if you find one. Then we have the materials trader over here. So like I said, you can buy the tool sets here. Oh, it looks like the prices have been changed. No, it's just because some of them are more expensive. So 150, 150. This one is only 80. You can even buy the vice here. So it's not, that big of a problem if you end up selling the ones you have. But it's just kind of annoying to spend money on this when you got them for free while exploring, because there's a bunch of them to find. And then you can find, buy certain resources in here. There's not everything that you can buy. I feel like it used to be, what was it that we couldn't buy here? I feel like at some point we couldn't buy cement, but maybe I'm remembering wrong. There was something that you couldn't buy in here. They've also changed a bunch of the icons in the last update, so it's a little confusing for me to look at. Oh, did they move the feathers? It used to be this guy that you could buy feathers from, or maybe they've been moved to the other trader, or maybe you can't get feathers here anymore. That's gonna make things even trickier, but okay. But anyway, yep, you can get some materials from this guy. Also a small hammer. We're gonna need one of these to craft a building as well. Must be, I think it's the stone masonry or something. I feel like we used to also need something for this, but it might be the stone masonry maybe that we need it for, but you're definitely gonna need it as a crafting ingredient. So let's go in here and then see what else we can find. Got some pallets, melon, lovely. Ooh, cement, definitely want that. Lovely, look at that. Oh man, I couldn't even steal all of that. Well, it would be a lot to carry, I guess. Then we can grab this. Lovely, some cloth. Oh, it's such a hoarder's game, but I love it. I love it. Some roof tiles. Let's grab this one as well. Oh, there's an extra hammer in here. That's new. I don't feel like there used to be 2 hammers here, but there is now. And then we have this guy. Oh, I wanted to see. No, it's not something we can take. It was not a weapon or something. I just wanted to see if it was a knife, but it looks like that is an arrow or something that has hit him in the head. Okay. Well, we are kind of running out of time for this video. We definitely want to check out some of the other buildings, but let's go down here and check out the traders, right? That is the main thing we came here for right now, at least. So this is the landscapist that I mentioned, where you can buy all kinds of enrichments, things that you can use to decorate animal enclosures and your base. So there's a bunch of different ones. You're gonna need a lot of like gold coins and bronze coins and stuff for this. Also special resources like seashells, for instance. See, you're gonna need some pearls to buy this animal cave. More seashells. Then there's all these things. We're gonna need a Morse cleaver, which must be some kind of special weapon you can get somewhere. This is new. It was something that was just added, I think like 2 weeks ago or something, so it's new to me as well. And then you need a bunch of gold coins to buy all of these bonsai trees. Here we are gonna need, that's where we're gonna need the wild seeds. So if you are into decorating, you're definitely gonna need a lot of seeds to buy all of these, plus of course some gold. but there is a ton of different ones to choose from, as you can see, in all kinds of different colors and shapes. So there's just a lot to decorate with, which is really, really cool. We also have some that looks like this. See, they take silver coins. It just keeps going. They have gradually added more and more of this. I remember doing like an overview of them many years ago when the game first came out, and there were over 100 by then, and since then they have added a whole bunch more. So there's probably close to 200 enrichments now, I would assume, if we counted them all. Then there's these ones that we can hang, like the ones we saw in Sliceland, that you can hang on the walls. There are new ones too as well, so that's cool. And then there are some new clusters here. So for these, you're also gonna need pearls and black pearls. Same for these ones. Then there's all these like new ones that are called Fantastic something. They were also just added. You'll need get well baskets for these, which you can make when you have an oven or a kitchen. It doesn't matter if you have the oven or the kitchen, because they will both have the same crafting menu. It's just the stations that look different, but that's where you can make these get well baskets, and then you can get some of all these clusters to decorate with as well. So lots of stuff to do, but what we actually needed was the gum something. I don't know if I have everything on me that we would need to buy these things. Oh, there's so much now. It's almost like we would need a search field, which we don't have. Let's see. What was it? It was called. It was the gum something. Oh, here we go. Rainbow gum. Okay, I can definitely buy that. What was the other thing? Cypress something, I think. Can I get that? A Monterey cypress. Yes. Okay, let's just see. That would be in here. So Monterey cypress. It is right there. But I only have 2 wild seeds, so I can't buy both of them. So I don't think I'm going to do it right now. We're going to do it when we have enough seeds that we can actually buy these. I have enough wild seeds at home, but of course I dropped everything off. But anyway, that's where you buy them, and then you just place them down, and that should trigger that task to be complete. And then we have the animal trader. So this is where you especially are gonna need a lot of rare items like white and black tail feathers, which you can get from nests. It's a random drop when you loot nests in the world. You're gonna need perfume, cookies, coffee to get this giant panda. These all have kind of unique coloration, so it's unique items. If you want to collect all the items or all the animals in the game, then you're gonna need all these special things. So we need 55 sausages for this dachshund. We have some Dobermans. We're gonna need silver and bronze coins. We're gonna need jewelry and chocolate boxes. Here we're gonna need, like you can see, sapphire and topaz. That's why I said do not sell those fancy gems when you find them, because you're gonna need them to buy some of these special things. You're gonna need chocolate boxes for this. There are all kinds of horses in here. You'll need some lucky horseshoes. That's a rare find in the world as well. It's just a random spawn, so it's just something you come across if you see it on the ground and grab it, because you're gonna need it for things like this. Madman's tokens. This is from a special trader in another biome. And then we have this Easter eggs baskets. Also something we can find that we need for this one. So you can see there's a lot of different things. We have another little Persian kidding. Here we're gonna need some of the new food items that were recently added, like the coconuts and lemons and limes. So yeah, just lots and lots of stuff. Then there are some tame monsters that you can get, and these are the ones that, for the most part, I don't think you can get these in peaceful mode, because you would need things like hellhound heads and corrupted heads I don't think you can find enough in the game, or in that game. I think someone has said that you can get a little bit of some of these from dead animals or dead monsters or something that is lying around. But generally, this is what you can't get in that mode. You can't get any of the tame versions of these, because you need things that drop from killing them, and they are not present in that mode. So it kind of makes sense. Also, some of these just cost a lot of money. So this, for instance, you could get in that mode because it's just 4,500. Well, just this one is 6,000, this one is 5,000. So it's a lot of money, but you can still get them. This one you should be able to get as well. So if you come across harpoons, do not sell them because you actually do need them for this. It used to be that it didn't have a use, but they do now, so you need 2 harpoons if you want to buy one of these. But this you should also be able to get in the peaceful mode, because I do believe you just get the harpoons from looting boxes or something. But again, we're gonna need lots of gems to buy some of these. And then there's the stock animals, and I'm just gonna explain this because most people get confused. They think they can buy this cow and place it down like the other animals. That is not what it does. It does say stock animal needed for settlements. It is actually a crafting material. So if you want to have a milk farm or cow farm, you're gonna need some of these. I think maybe, I don't remember if it's 1 or 3 or 5 or something. It says on the recipe when you check out your basic or advanced workstation. But that's where you're gonna need these stock animals. You cannot place them down. You just need them as kind of a crafting ingredient, right? To make those specific settlements. But they just need gold coins. So of course you can get these in the other mode as well. And then we are gonna go down here, where we have another trader, and over here is one of the places where you can find, or another place where you can find a basic workshop. So as I said, if you go down to settlements and we check out, for instance, the cow farm, we are gonna need 4 stock cows. So that's what you need them for. You're gonna need 4 stock goats, 5 stock sheep, for instance, 5 stock pigs, and you're gonna need 5 stock chickens if you want to build just one of these. And then of course you're going to need these settlement agreements for all of these different buildings. So yeah, so this is where you can find another basic workshop. If you don't have one yourself, then you can use the one that is here. And I just, oh, you didn't run off, that's good. Let's get this up. There we go, found another chicken. I told you there were more chickens. You can also find beehives that you can loot. They don't usually respawn unless that has been changed. So it's kind of a one-time deal. We're gonna need some of that to build our own like honey-producing settlement. Wanted to see if there were more chickens, but I don't see any right off the bat. And yeah, there's lots of loot and stuff here to find. I'm just trying to stay focused on also in the buildings. I'm just trying to stay focused on the vendors while we're here in this video. So this one has more like general stuff. So you can buy some boots in here, for instance. Do I even have boots? I do have boots. They are +5. If you want to have a little bit more defense, you can buy these. I don't usually do it myself because eventually we're going to have a tannery and then we can make an upgrade ourselves. But you can do it. You can get another extra 5 defense from that. This is also where you can buy a bunch of different types of weapons. You can also get a crossbow here. I never buy it because I know where I can find them for free, but in case you want something better than the starting bow and you don't know where to find a crossbow, you can go and buy it here. Same for the skinning knife. You can find loads of these in the game. I already found one in this playthrough, but you can also buy it here if you need it for the tannery, if you've missed the ones that are out there. And then I do believe it's this sniper rifle and this shotgun. Yes, that can be upgraded. So these are the 2 weapons that you need those upgrade kits for that we have found. You cannot upgrade this shotgun, for instance. You cannot only upgrade this one. But it's going to take a lot of green wire badges and gold coins and stuff to buy these things. You can also get a new stun gun here if you missed the one that you could get for free. And then you can buy ammo. And generally you cannot make ammo for the firearms. You have to buy them. You can craft the any kind of trank ammo, and you can craft your arrows, and that is it. So you can craft the ammo for this with 50 caliber bullets once you have an advanced workstation, but other than that you do have to go here and buy it. But yeah, anyway, there is also materials. You're gonna need some of these for crafting some of the more advanced buildings, but usually you can find enough of these as loot in the world. But if you're missing some, you can definitely buy them here. Here's a couple of containers that you can buy as well. A strange choice for a container, but we are not judging. So you can even have a coffin if you want that to store some stuff in. You can get some different food items, and if you are struggling to find any of the different mushrooms that you need for the various potions, you can actually buy them here. You cannot buy the glowy ones, the red and blue glowy ones. You have to find those in the world. But the other ones you can actually buy here. So if you need some of these for making more trank potions, for instance, you can buy them here. I can't remember what they use for. This is for taming, and this is also for taming. Haha. But yeah, and then you can buy food here, of course, if you're struggling with that. But you should, if you're kind of a little bit, but just a little bit of a hoarder, you don't have to be as much a hoarder as me, then you should find enough food to make do in the game and not need to buy this. But the option is there. Then there's some unique furniture that you can buy in here as well. There's some decorations that you can buy to decorate for Easter. And then there are these. This is where you can buy your settler man agreements. And like I said, it's going to take a lot of resources. The first one is not too bad. T1 settler man, you need a vegetables crate and a fruit crate. So that kind of indicates what it is you need. You need a lot of fruits, you need a lot of vegetables. It takes like 5 or 6 different types for each of these, and more than one of each. So it's not like you're only going to need one banana, you're going to need several bananas for each of these crates. So you can imagine that adds up over time. You're going to need pastries as well to get the T2, and you are going to need proteins for the T3. So that's where you're going to need things like, for instance, hams and meat and cheese, things like that is what you're going to need for the proteins crate. The pastries would be anything like cookies or bagels or different types of pies and stuff that you can find. You can also craft them. But anything you find is easier just to hang on to, and then you can use it for these things here. Then there's the workforce token, which you are gonna need for some new big buildings they added, which is just decorative buildings, like some big houses. Then you're gonna need some of these to be able to craft and build those. You can also buy these books, which are needed to build the art station, as well as the Asian, Arabian, and medieval craft stations, but you can actually find these books in the world. So I would not spend the money on it. You can see it's like 1,500 for this. Silver coins even. You see 1,500 gold coins, 50 silver coins, and 50 bronze coins. But if you have gotten rid of the ones you have or never found them, then you do have the option to buy them. But it's just a one-time use. You just right-click it and learn it. It used to be that you needed one every time. If you wanted to build more than one art station, you needed more than one book. That's not how it is anymore. You just need to right-click it, and there you go. So you just need to find one of these different books. In here you can buy a new death beacon. If you have lost the one or missed the one that was in the starting facility, then you can actually get it, and it helps you find your way back if you forgot where you were when you died. This is also where you can get the grass eraser, the lawnmower tool as I call it. It is a one-time use, so it'll cost you 20 gold coins, but you know, unless you go completely crazy, it shouldn't really be a problem buying these. You can increase the size. That's a very important thing that people often miss, because when you buy one of these, well, you know what, let's just buy one. Oh boy, it is dark. Let's make sure to save or sleep first so that we can see what we're doing here. There we go. And yep, we are just gonna sleep. But 9 hours should be fine. I can't even calculate now because I'm trying to remember what it was I was talking about. There we go. Oh, no. I don't want to sleep anymore. I just want to pick it up. And then, just to show you guys, because a lot of people miss this, it has this size, right? So we can remove this much grass, and if you just rotate, this is it. But often people kind of miss the little tips that are above your hotbar. It says X for free placing, left click to or hold left click to place, scroll to rotate, and then it says control plus your mouse wheel to scale. So if we hold down control, just like we do when we want to place a building and we want to change the size of it, you can actually change this to whatever size you want to do. So this is like the max size that you can remove in one go. If you want to remove all the grass in an area, right? Then you can do that, and that's going to cost you 20 gold to be able to do it, and then you're going to have to buy more of these if you want to remove more than that. I don't really want to remove anything right now, so let's just put it in here. But that's how you can do it if you feel like there's some grass in the way somewhere in your base. For me, mostly, I kind of would like to have been able to add more grass for the most part when I'm building, because when you place down a building, the grass does disappear underneath it. So it's not like you have to worry about grass popping through the bottom of the buildings and things like that. But if you're building a pathway or something, it might be nice that you can clear out some of the grass. So you can use this little grass eraser tool for that. Yep. And then this is indeed where we can buy the feathers. So I'm thinking, let's just buy 100. It's only 25 gold coins. So there we go. At least we have some feathers so we can make more arrows. There's also the portable stove, which you're going to need to build one of the cooking stations. Alright, it's not called a kitchen anymore. I think it's called a cooking station now. It was called a kitchen for like the first 4 years or something. But yeah, I think it's called a cooking station now. But anyway, you're going to need this, but you can also find these in the world. For the most part, you can find everything in the world if you just explore for it. Then you can get different drinks in here. Yeah, I think the milk is actually also needed for the proteins crate, and then there's all kinds of props here for decorations, and at least for most of these, I don't know if it works for all of these because I haven't actually used these were only added I think last year, but you can actually change the size of these. So when you place this cassette recorder, you can actually make it a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller. And then they have all these when you want to decorate your tables and things, then you can actually buy some of all these things. This is really nice. They added all these little clutter items. Yeah, so that's pretty much what you can buy here. I think I checked out all the traders in this area. Yeah. But anyway, we have a bunch more looting to do here, and we might try and see if we can kind of clear this little area in the next video, and then I think we're gonna head back to Nova afterwards. We also need to go back home and build ourselves a basic workstation. But anyway, that was it for today, guys. A lot of talking, I know, but I just get a lot of these questions every time new people start playing this game. And then very often people will be checking out my videos, especially the first ones, and then it's just easier to just mention a bunch of this stuff instead of just playing, because of course I know all this stuff, so I could move through the game a lot faster by not explaining anything, but then I'll just have to answer all the questions in the comments instead. So anyway, yeah, that's just my way of making videos, and I'm really happy that some of you at least find it helpful. That is the entire reason I do it, so it is very appreciated when I get some really nice comments. I got some on my first couple of videos in the series this weekend, and it really warms my heart when someone appreciates it. So thank you for that, and thank you for watching. So do take care and happy gaming.